Today we are going to figure out who is going to dethrone every WWE champion, every current champion, who is going to beat them for their said title. Gunther, we're going to start off with the world champion. He actually showed up to work last week, so now he's actually going to have some matches again. And Saturday night's main event, he's facing main event Jey Uso. It's going to be hard for me to see Triple H letting the people go home sad, but I actually am picking Gunther to win that match. There's also rumors that maybe he faces Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Don't think that's happening either. Yeah, maybe there are talks about it, but we're at the anything can happen stage of WrestleMania planning. So even if Logan Paul and Gunther is being discussed, no way, no how. Logan Paul can win the Money in the Bank briefcase later in the year and then become champion, but right now, Gunther, I feel, is going to lose his belt before WrestleMania. I'm thinking at the Elimination Chamber, Gunther is actually going to defend his title actually in the structure itself. 3 of those 6 opponents are going to be Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Those 3 right there, I think they go on to WrestleMania and have a triple threat night 1 main event for the title because one of them is going to win. I see CM Punk not winning, so he can actually walk out as champion and celebrate night 1. So that means either Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre will pin Gunther at some point and win the Elimination Chamber. So if I have to pick, I'm gonna say Drew McIntyre, because give Drew McIntyre a 1-month title reign and, give him the taste, because that's all what we're about. We're about giving Drew McIntyre a taste of glory just to snatch it away for his character to crash out even further. So Drew McIntyre is your next champion, and I'm picking Elimination Chamber is where Gunther is dethroned. Chelsea Green, your first ever U.S. champion, female. I say Piper Niven. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green on the road to WrestleMania, somehow, some way, they fall apart, and Chelsea Green and Piper will have a match where, it's the classic story of the kind of what they were doing with Chad Gable and Otis. Well, they'll actually do what they should have done with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, where eventually Piper Niven just gets fed up. Chelsea Green will then lose at Mania, or maybe Chelsea Green wins at Mania, but the breakup happens at WrestleMania, and then Piper Niven goes to win the title at a later PLE. Either way, Piper Niven's going to get fed up with Chelsea Green and win the title off of her. And who's going to be the first Wrestlechop champion? Could be you. All you got to do is comment below. I'm not even joking. Comment below, because I'm going to give away this belt at 10,000 subscribers, and it's through comments that I am going to pick a winner. However, if you comment and you're not subscribed, well, guess what, buddy? You're not winning. No sirree. No, so what you got to do, the whole thing you got to do is comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, put your notifications on so you're alerted when I do a new video, because I do these videos all the freaking time. I work like 60 hours a week at my job, but I still come here and I clock in and put out YouTube videos all the time. So the more you comment on the more YouTube videos, the more chances you get. So please give a like as well, just because, I'm just a psychopath and it would help me out. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to give this belt away, 10,000 subscribers. In fact, I'm giving away 10 of these on my path to 100,000, and also on that path to becoming a full-time wrestling content creator so I can quit the day job and produce even more videos. Wahahaha, that is the master plan. So yeah, you want to be the first champion? Comment below and subscribe. Next champion. Braun Breaker, the current Intercontinental champion, I thought would make it to WrestleMania, but nope. They got Sheamus versus Braun Breaker at Saturday night's main event, and it looks like those two are going to have a match, and I've already said that Jey Uso's not going to win, so some good guy, some face has to win a championship. I almost did yeet. I just mentioned Jey Uso's name, and I feel like I have to instantly go for yeet, but no yeet for Jey Uso, but yeet for Sheamus. Sheamus is going to win and complete his quest to become Intercontinental champion, and finally become the Ultimate Grand Slam champion. That's right, Ultimate being U.S. title, World title, WWE title, Intercontinental title, Tag Team Championship, King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble winner. Sheamus will get it all here. Now, you can wait because the dude just signed a 5-year contract, but you know what? I think they're just gonna pull the trigger now, because you never know. You never know in this crazy life. Anything can happen, and I think, you know, it's time. It's time Sheamus becomes your Intercontinental Champion just in a week or two. So, you know, an early congratulations, Sheamus. Lyra Valkyria just became the first ever Intercontinental Women's Champion, and it's a tough call. It's a tough call who could take it off her, but I'm going a returning Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch comes back, and she's like, you know what? I've never had the title, and they do a feud kind of out of respect, because, you know what? Becky Lynch and Lyra, they have a history. Becky really raised her up, and so she comes to Raw to kind of do the same, you know, to light some fire under her, but in the process wins the championship belt. And that begins a Becky heel turn, because a lot of people have already started saying, oh, Becky Hogan, you know, Becky just comes and just takes all the belts. Well, why not use that to our advantage? She comes and takes the belt off of a rookie, a mid-card belt off the mid-card champion, by taking the title off of Lyra, and we can do that at WrestleMania. Speed title time! The speed title. What's the speed title? I feel like I gotta always explain the speed title. The speed title is an X/Twitter exclusive. They just do 5-minute matches, 5-minute or under matches, and, well, they just go at it. It's exclusive to X and Twitter. These matches are taped before and after. I think more before SmackDown and Raw, and then they air them on X and Twitter. Your current champion are Dragon Lee and Candice LeRae, and they don't even wear the championship. Candice LeRae sometimes mentions it, and I find it hilarious when she does mention it. I think, who does Candice LeRae lose to? I have no idea. They just kind of randomly do it, so you can just pick a name out of a hat, and if they're not too high on the card, they could probably win. I'll just go Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane, she wins the speed championship. Why? Just because. And with the men's speed title, though, they could do something really funny here, because I just saw that Chad Gable just won the tournament, and he is the next contender for the title, and Dragon Lee is the champion, and Chad Gable has this weird feud with luchadors right now. So what if, and I would both love and hate this equally at the same time, because I think it would be hilarious, but for this to be the title he wins, it'd be cringe, but But I think the funny outweighs the cringe. So Chad Gable wins his first singles title, and it's the stupid speed title against a luchador, and he celebrates like he just won WrestleMania, and then he comes to TV with the title saying, see, I told you I would win a singles championship. See what I mean? And I can beat luchadors, and it was Dragon Lee in the stupid speed championship. That'd be freaking funny. Okay, that would be hilarious. So I'm picking Chad Gable as your next speed champion, and they actually do something with it for a change. The men's US title. This one's a hard one. I cannot see it. I cannot see what happens. At first, I thought LA Knight beats Shinsuke, but then they had their rematch. They just had a rematch, and Jacob Fatu got involved. It was because LA Knight actually kicked him out of the building, so it's LA Knight's fault. But regardless, it seems like those guys can be in a feud right now, which then allows Shinsuke to escape with the U.S. title from LA Knight. So, but I just don't see it. There's not that many good faces on SmackDown. I would say Carmelo Hayes would be a perfect choice, but he's a heel. I don't want a heel to beat Shinsuke. So then what's the option? Andrade? Andrade could beat Shinsuke, and then maybe we could get a proper Game 7 between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, and then Carmelo could win it. Andrade being a transitional champion. But no, I'm going to go crazy here. I am going to go out of left field and call it as Trick Williams. Trick Williams from NXT just lost his NXT title to the man, Oba Femi, the ruler, the future of WWE. But I digress. I digress. Oba Femi is in NXT as his rightful place as top of the species in NXT. But Trick Williams now, perfect opportunity to call him up. Maybe have a surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble. It's like, oh, cool, Trick Williams is here. And then he goes on at some point before WrestleMania, he goes on to beat Shinsuke. And then maybe we can reignite the Carmelo Hayes Trick Williams feud. And those guys can have a banger match at WrestleMania. But Trick Williams, the reason why I say Trick, I know it's a very out of left field pick, but I don't see anybody right now on the SmackDown landscape that could really beat Shinsuke. I mean, not Apollo Crews, that's for sure. All right, so now we got the tag team division. I say that the SmackDown tag division is doing red hot right now. The SmackDown tag division is doing really good. I love what they're doing over there. And I love how Pretty Deadly of all teams is kind of like the center of everything. And on Raw, it sucks. Raw is a barren wasteland of tag teams. War Raiders are going to be transitional champions to the New Day. The New Day need the belts. They need to justify that they turned on Big E for a reason, a valid reason, and the belts are the reason. I'm over the try to boo us. I'm over them trying to get the crowd to boo them. Oh, let us explain, guys. Come on, quit booing us. Quit booing us. And, you know, we get it. The crowd's booing you. But it's been like 6 weeks. They had the best heel turn of 2024, and they've done nothing since. So it's time to get the belts on them. I want the championships on the New Day as soon as possible. Then they can even go further. Once they win, they can be like, oh, thank God we got rid of that dead weight Big E, because look at us now, champions. Congratulations, Kofi. Congratulations, Xavier. That's the kind of stuff. I want them to still be heat magnets, but they gotta like try a different avenue than just telling the crowd to boo them. And as champions, they'll have a better platform to do it. So, sorry, War Raiders, you're just transitional champions for the New Day. Now, let's go back to SmackDown, where the tag division is actually good and relevant. And DIY, their first title reign sucked, but this title reign, I'm really digging it. I am actually liking DIY right now. I'm liking Johnny Gargano, and I'm liking Tommaso Ciampa as he has a bear hug on his tag team belt. I love it. I love how important it is to them. What I really want to see happen is the Street Profits, they need to come out and challenge DIY. I want to see a good feud between these two tag teams. They had a banger of a match last year on SmackDown, just the four of them, and then they had an awesome ladder match, a triple threat ladder match with the Bloodline and themselves, and it was great. They have good chemistry, and now that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa actually have a personality, well, that's great, because the Street Profits, they also have a personality. Let them feud with each other like crazy. If we want to throw in the Motor City Machine Guns, so we have this triple threat of a feud going on, I'm okay with that even. I'm okay with it. However, the next tag team champions need to be the Street Profits, and that's who my prediction is. Rhea Ripley is going to lose to Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is, well, you know what? When she comes back, she wins championships. That's just how it is. Rhea Ripley is definitely a Triple H girl. But Charlotte Flair is the original Triple H girl, or the WWE girl. I wish it was Io Sky, but yeah, Charlotte Flair returns, and she gets the belt. Tiffy time's a little harder because it's like, I don't know, there's like lots of paths that can go down. I'm gonna actually go, I bet Tiffany has a match with Bianca at WrestleMania, and Tiffany actually will somehow win, but the person who she loses to soon after Mania, Naomi. Yeah, Naomi. Because we need to start sowing seeds of dissension between Naomi and Jade and Naomi and Bianca. And I feel it was Naomi who actually attacked Jade Cargill to set herself up and just get into that main event. And it worked. And Naomi now, after Bianca loses, she wins the championship, completely dissolving their relationship and saying, I did it. I'm the one that attacked Jade, and I do it again, because here I am as champion. Naomi turns heel by becoming the champion and revealing that she did it. She was the culprit. She attacked Jade Cargill. In the process of their relationship completely disintegrating, Naomi and Bianca will probably lose the belt on the path to WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania. Why did I say path? No one ever says path. But the road to WrestleMania, they lose the belt to Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. They'd be the perfect choice. Raquel Rodriguez, well, you know, whatever. But Liv Morgan, she had a banger year last year, and we can't, if we're going to take her out of the the world title scene, just give her the tag team title scene so she can remain relevant and as obnoxious as ever and just, flaunting, going everywhere between all three brands. Those would be the perfect champions. Plus she's already tried to sow dissension between Jade and Bianca, so just transfer that to Bianca and Naomi, and, well, it'll work. And finally, we are now at Cody Rhodes. Who is gonna take the belt off of Cody? I thought it was gonna be The Rock. All year long, I thought it was gonna be The Rock. And maybe this is hypocritical, but reports are saying The Rock's not gonna make WrestleMania, and I'm starting to believe those reports. Now, I don't believe the other reports, and I have no reason to not believe those other reports other than I just don't feel like those other reports are true. But yet, I feel the Rock ones are, kind of, sort of. And that's more or less based off of how Rock acted at the Raw Netflix premiere, because he completely squashed his beef with Cody Rhodes. Oh yeah, remember that time that I told your mom I was going to put blood on a belt and hand it to her? Ha ha ha, good times. Yeah, so I'm no longer thinking The Rock, unfortunately. I wish it was The Rock. I wish it was the final boss, Rock. But nope, c'est la vie, said the old folks. Just goes to show you never can tell. So now who do we got? The reports are saying John Cena. I don't think so. If John Cena goes into WrestleMania and he beats Cody Rhodes, well, I don't know. Would John Cena really do that? I feel like John Cena would want to pass the torch to Cody Rhodes. I don't see it happening. I think Roman wins the Royal Rumble and he goes to WrestleMania, and we have 3 times in a row. We've never had 3 matches in a row, same match, same main event for WrestleMania. This might be the only time it can ever happen. So they're going to do it. I'm not saying I necessarily want that. I am saying they're going to do it. I think it's too much of an opportunity for them to pass up. Roman headlines and wins his title back. I don't know what that means for the aftermath of WrestleMania, because, does he go on another tear? Does he hold the title again for 5-6 years? I don't know. But, I mean, gotta have a big thing happen at SummerSlam. It's 2 nights, so maybe Roman loses at SummerSlam. Maybe it's a short title reign. But either way, I don't see Cody surviving WrestleMania main event with his title. And I think Roman Reigns is going to take it back. Anything you can do, I can do better, Cody. And I beat you now twice at WrestleMania. And I won the Royal Rumble too, so you ain't no big deal. That's how Roman's going to make it sound. And so, there you have it. Those are my picks on who will be the next champion. So, guys, girls, thank you very much, and have yourselves a great day.